Yo, what a guan, tubes of you. It is your boy back again, Mr. Dubs, aka JD, aka that zombie that was finished working overnight. And guess what? I'm back. Oh my gosh, I'm back. I told you I was back from before, but unfortunately there was a few hiccups during the course of this week that made it a bit harder to drop some videos. So I'm back on a Friday because this is when everybody's feeling good, and I always like to drop something at least on Friday for the weekend. You never know. I want to try and make stuff more regular, but you know, I've got to find the topics and the right people and so forth, whatever. But nonetheless, I'm back at you with my two topics for this week now, right? I'm going to hit you up with two major topics because this is what I've learned during the course of this week now, right? During the course of this week, I've been compiling some stuff because I've gone through a few dramas in my life as always. But don't we all go through dramas nonetheless? But that's the reason why I'm dropping the dramas to y'all. It's better off to air them out than keep them concealed. So, two major things I've got to deal with this week is friends, which is the good point. I'm trying to find, this is my good point about friends. I'm trying to bring the good points and the bad points about friends. Just, you know, generally, like, what I'd like to say about friends is that there are a lot of friends that will make your life a lot more better, and there are friends that you should learn to get rid of and know that when you get rid of them, it makes your life better. You know, at the same time as well, I also want to ask a question as well, because the one major question I want to know is how do friends stop being friends? Like, you know, because sometimes people can stop being friends because of, like, you know, situations. Like, say, like, one of your friends gets married or has a kid or something like that as well, and they're busy with their life, and then you just, not exactly stop being friends, but it's like you just don't talk, and even when you do talk, it just feels awkward because, like, you know, they're leading their married or coupled life and you're leading your single or working life or whatever, and it's like you don't click like you used to. So there are people like that in your life, and those are people that, like, you know, you just got to generally understand which way they're going to affect your life to get rid of them, man. Because if you're one of them people who still want to be single, free and young, then, you know, boy, if you've got a person who wants to get settled down, then you won't be hearing them saying every time, yo, blood, man, I'm fucking going to pay for this, I'm going to pay for that, blood, you know what I'm saying? Fucking life, when you're just there like thinking, blood, I just fucking blew fucking £100 and a fucking bottle of champagne last night at the club, blood, woo! But that's exactly why you're going to learn which friends you should have around you in what period of time in your life, get me? I'm getting to that period of time in my life where I'm hanging around more fucking married people and fucking people with kids because, you know, I'm fucking 30, so at this age, you know, people have either had a kid by now or together and lost it. And when they're together and they lost it, that's when you realize that you've got to find the right people to connect with, you know. Otherwise, you know, it's going to end up being into a barrel of yourself, and then you're going to lose yourself. You know, when it comes to airing yourself out, remember to always talk to people, though, man, because that's the main reason why I'm bringing friends to the main forecast now. Because my friends at the moment are saving me, but also killing me. So you got to learn to cut the fat off the steak, son. Not really cut the fat off the steak, more like slice it nicely so that you can crisp them up nicely and stand me though, man, because you ain't gonna digest the friend if they're all fat and gristly. If they're nice and crispy, you might just tolerate it, but if it's all fat and juicy, then you might as well cut that shit off and throw it in the bin because you ain't eating that shit, son. Real talk. Now, I want to talk more about friends, but I also want to show you that the other subject I want to talk about this week is stank. Number two definitely is stank. Like, I smell a bit pongy right now. I understand that. I've been working, so I can understand that this is the reason why I smell a bit pongy. And when I smell pongy, I think to myself, I need to jump in the shower. So I'm not going to stop myself from throwing myself in the shower. I guarantee you right now, no matter what goes on in my life, I've got to do a shower first before I'll continue forward in my life. Now, I'd like to understand, because I've got people I work with, and damn, man, stank, ridiculous. Like, they leave, like, actually, right, this is the story I want to say, because basically, there was a guy, and he was over in the area, and he was working for a couple hours over there. And I wasn't near him at all. I wasn't even near him. And then in the middle of nowhere, he decides to say, oh yeah, we're going to go lunch. He's going to go lunch, blah, blah, cool. He's at distance, send me the stuff. So cool. He took his stuff, gone upstairs, gone to lunch. No problem. Then after he's gone, like a good 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes after he's gone, Like, I'm now thinking to myself, I want to go lunch, so I'm going to go grab myself. And I just walked past the area where he was at, and I got that smell that, have you ever sweated and, I know, rubbed yourself and then my hands got in your mouth and you tasted that shit? Like, I literally almost heaved right there. I had to hold myself like, what the fuck? Like, and you weren't even there. That's how stank he was. I was watching a program on YouTube about some YouTuber girl, and she was saying that fucking, she went to a cosplay show, and the guy was saying how he just doesn't wash because he says that he doesn't want people to tell him when to wash, and I wash when I want to wash, and this, that, and blah, blah, blah. No, blood, you got to understand that washing is like eating. It's like drinking. It's like you got to do that shit every day. It's part of how you're supposed to. I don't understand, because they're saying that, like, fucking, that, oh, it's not necessary to wash. Okay, fine. They say it's not necessary, but imagine if the whole entire world went round stank. There would just be more bacteria, more fucking diseases, and people would just be, disgusting shit. You get me doing, man? Like, understand that washing is part of a daily routine. People who say that they don't wash every day or they wash when they feel like it, no. Daily routine, blood. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, washing those every single one of those days. Sometimes even twice in one of those days. Because I can get really stank sometimes. Look, let me show you one thing that I end up buying. I'm not advertising, but this stuff here does the job, son, man. It is non-harmful to the body, and it just makes you feel nice. Because the one thing about the spray, it doesn't really change the scent of your armpit. It just changes the scent of your BO, so you don't stank so much. Understand that's the reason why you wash. Because when you got stank skin, and then you sweat through the stank skin, it's bringing out stankier sweats. That's the reason why you need to wash. If you get stankier and stankier over time. If you wash, it's clean skin, and it's sweating through clean skin, so it's clean sweat. You know, I don't know, I don't want to put any more emphasis on this, because I was really upset about myself, knowing the fact that I had that much stank to deal with, like, you know. And trust me, as soon as this tape is over, as soon as this video is over, I'm throwing myself in the shower and having a wash. That's real talk. But anyway though, son, it's also Friday, and I also want to bring my freestyles to y'all every Friday, but I have no idea what to freestyle about, and because of my dramas in my life, I would not want to start spitting stuff now, because you probably end up just turning into my dramas. So, I am going to leave it out to you once again. It is Friday. I want to know what y'all been doing this weekend. I want to know what you've done during the week. I want to know what's going on in the streets. I want to know what's going on in the buildings. I don't give a fuck what you want to let me know, but just let me know. Because currently right now, I'm not hitting 100 views yet. I've got a couple of videos out. I don't care if you're seeing this. I don't see this. Because as I always say to y'all, this is what always happens to us. I don't give a fuck. I want to keep giving y'all videos upon videos upon videos. And when I want to chat about something, I'm going to jump straight on YouTube, chat about that shit. Don't give a fuck. Real talk, like. But anyway, though, yeah, that's your boy JD, a.k.a. Mr. Dubs, a.k.a. that zombie that's finished overnight. And all I got to say is peace and fuck y'all. Out.